Was it seduction or illusion? Deception or murder? Nothing is what it seems in a town like Twin Peaks. Starring Kyle MacLachlan, Michael Ontkean, Lara Flynn Boyle, Sherilyn Fenn, and Joan Chen. And now you can fall back into the mystery, or begin your search for the first time every Tuesday night with a new episode hosted by a panel of superfans. Watch live for the audio commentary. No one is innocent in a town like Twin Peaks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land, and welcome to Live from Sparkwood in 21. This series chronicles one of the greatest television series of all time, the 1990 cult classic Twin Peaks, created by David Lynch and Mark Frost. Joining me on this journey are superfans Last Call Troy Pacelli, Netters Network, and Aged Boomer. Major Garland Briggs returns, but what secrets does he have to reveal? Slide into a booth in the Double R Diner and order a damn fine cup of coffee and a heavenly slice of cherry pie as we watch and discuss episode 13 of season 2, Checkmate. I want to say hello to everyone in the chat. I want to start with some special shout outs, some new members to the channel, Mexican Iron Man, and JPRPH1. In the chat, we have Loyal Blue Wrench, the Bird Woman of YouTube, Connie Cleary. He who is sometimes called Tim, FK8C 2005. Host of Films with Friends, and the creator of the 10-word review, Big Al Presents. Friend of the channel and new member, Dee Myers Jr. Something dark side, I don't know. She of the smoldering new avatar, Netters Network. Friend of the channel, Geek Flag with an 8 nose. Spicy Peach. All right, let's get on with the show. My co-panelists are backstage, and they are raring to go. Last Call, Troy Pacelli.
Hello, hello.
Netters Network.
Good evening.
And, of course, Aged Boomer.
Hello.
Are you an aged boomer like a fine wine or a moldy cheese?
I'll get back to you on that.
Mm, depends on the day. Could go either way.
I don't. I was thinking more like aged beef, but whatever. What do I know? Remember aged beef? How that was all the rage.
Yeah, it's a little funky. I've had it. It's not that great.
Anyways, yeah, cool. Twin Peaks time. Which
Mhm.
episode number is this of season 2?
Believe it's 13.
Oh, that's unlucky.
It will be
Not
for
if you're-
someone.
Not if you're Italian, because Italian 13 is a lucky
That
number.
is true. There's a lot. You see a lot of Italians with number 13 on a chain.
Didn't know
you see
that.
my avatar is a strong cup of hot black coffee, right?
Right.
Well, what I'm drinking is also high octane. It's Rockstar Pure Zero energy drink.
You have a headache?
A little bit.
Okay.
That means half of this is going to go to Troy because I can only drink so much before I have to turn it over to him.
Mm.
Hello, Evelyn. How are you?
Oh, Nate said his internet went out last night. That's why he couldn't stick with us. I understand.
Oh.
It's either the internet or you fall asleep, one or the other. Computer or your eyes. You go either way.
Remember the Scoleri brothers?
Yes.
I like the Scoleri brothers. That was my favorite part of that movie.
I think the thing I like about the Scoleri brothers, although they're supposed to be real people, they come off as Muppets.
They're like caricatures of what they were. Like they're on and they come out when they appear. They're on the electric chairs,
right?
Which I found fascinating, and I got excited in the theater when I saw that. I was like, "Yes, this is why I love Ghostbusters." The fact that the ghosts are all goofy looking, like that.
But if you think about it, we've established that real humanoid ghosts are canon. Well, I mean, I guess the library ghost was basically a humanoid ghost.
She got kind of freaky.
Driver.
The cab driver.
When the lawyer, whoever was, got in the cab and said, "I need to get downtown."
But that wasn't. I'm not even sure that was a ghost. That was more like a zombie.
It was a dead thing.
But you could argue whether or not the BJ ghost was just a dream for Ray, or if she was real. But that was definitely a humanoid ghost. The jogger, and of course Egon in Afterlife. So
I like the jogger because it was pushing people out of the way. Remember?
Yeah, I like that too. It's like nothing changed for him. Although I would like to think that if I was dead and came back as a ghost, I'd say, well, hell, screw it. I don't have to exercise anymore.
You can fly if you're a ghost.
Right.
I mean,
the latest movie, Frozen Empire, I half expected them to do something like, they're fighting the big bad or whatever, and then Egon shows up and it's like, "Leave my granddaughter alone."
Yeah, I think they specifically
which would have ruined it.
I think they specifically didn't want Egon to speak in
right, but I mean that would have ruined it though.
It really would have.
Okay, what is Egon going to show up in every single one or whatever? But I'm glad they didn't do that. I'm glad they didn't have him like come back to.
I will have a spoiler-filled video coming up as soon as I refilm my spoiler-free video review, and I will talk about having to pull back on some elements if they are going to continue that franchise. Sorry, deleted scenes. We have we
that's perfectly fine.
We hijacked your Twin Peaks stream for some Ghostbusters talk.
Well, that's perfectly fine because at the end of the previous episode, we did have a character sort of return, not from the dead, but possibly from some other plane.
Yes, from another place. Let's just call it that.
And maybe even another literal plane because he's dressed up like a World War I pilot. But we'll see.
Exactly.
I thought it was going to be outer space, like aliens, man.
We will be discussing some alien elements. That kind of stuff will come into it. And This is where I have to start walking the tightrope of not giving any spoilers, not only for season 3, but overall fan theories and stuff like that. So
Okay.
Don't want to ruin anything.
Gotcha.
But all this stuff with Garland Briggs that we're going to be seeing tonight, you'll probably want to pay attention to, because it does come back in a very big way season 3, and in the extraneous book, the Secret History of Twin Peaks and the Final Dossier, which of course we will be talking about later too.
Cool.
Indeed. I would like to also thank everyone following along on Twitter. And I am seeing my side of the chat, but I am not seeing anyone else's. So if you are trying to get through in that fashion, please continue trying. I would like to hear from you. And of course, don't forget to like the stream and share it out. And of course, subscribe to everyone on the panel and in the chat if you have not yet done so. All right. The Cosme link for tonight's episode is pinned to the top of the chat. Or at least it should be. So everyone please follow on along with us. And as soon as I get over there to Cosme, we will hit the countdown.
Oops. The wrong way. There.
All right. Let's see. Connecting, loading, taking its time.
Put it in double speed.
All right. There you go. Well, I had to mess it up somehow just so everybody would know it was really me.
I was going to say, you can get through a lot more videos in a night that way.
You think it's a smarty. All right. Giving everybody a second to join us in Cosme here. I see Curtis. I see JPRPH1. I see Connie Cleary. Those who choose to remain anonymous. I see Nate. All right. If everyone is in, we are going to go ahead and get started. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit it.
There was unfortunately an unfortunate incident over at the catering table between Flappy and actress Wendy Roby. Did you know this?
No, I did not. Tell us about it.
He said that if you take the last bagel again, I'm going to peck out your other eye. He was not having it.
That's a good one.
Know.
That's
Flappy,
a good one.
Hard to please. And you do realize that shot of Flappy, that was shot each time for each episode. That's an original shot.
Well, he was trying to keep working,
Flappy's the constant professional, and so is David Lynch. It would always be the same at the beginning of each episode, but it's an original shot each time. Yes.
Right. I'll tell you what, this soundtrack is worth it, folks. You should really get yourself a copy of it. It is better than any ASMR. And in case I didn't say hello to Lester San Jose earlier, hello, hello.
Hello, Lester.
Space, the final frontier.
Freaking me out. I don't like this.
Nuclear fusion and you.
Yeah. Probably floating into the night, Nate.
This is like something out of one of those Whitley Strieber alien abduction things you talked about.
Yeah.
It's like,
I do think that there is meant to be a parallel with the concept of alien abductions.
in other words, it's on a need to know basis, and you don't need to know.
Exactly. Final dossier goes into a lot of detail about Project Blue Book.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
He's basically saying, don't.
Yeah. Well, and there's also the element of where does jurisdiction lie? This is my turf, pal. I don't care who you think you are.
Right?
Well, that's not good.
That reminds me of the night in the station when the sprinklers went off.
Mm-hmm.
I know what his top secret mission is. They go and promote him to general and put him in charge of SG-1.
Hey, it's my thumbnail. Why is he reminding me of Barnabas Collins a little bit?
He does look a little
Kinda.
like Jonathan Frid.
Yep. Don't take a bite out and put it back in the pile. Did they all bite out of them?
He picked it up and it already had a bite out.
No, I
of it.
thought Ernie did that.
Oh, maybe.
I'll say this: I kind of like Lucy's hair. You
like
maybe not. No. Okay.
That kind of
I'm hearing
early '90s thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Back then, the blue-haired women were elderly, right?
Yes. Oh, good point. Yeah. Blue-haired meant like old, not like, Well, yeah, there's probably a lot more blue-haired people in Washington State these days.
Little Nicky. Water cooler should have lemonade in them instead of water.
I kind of like that. Yeah, not a bad idea.
Even if it's just the powdered stuff. Yeah.
Curtis, I don't think I've seen anyone here that was on Twin Peaks. Excuse me, Quantum Leap. Who were you speaking of specifically?
I don't know. I would think Quantum Leap had so many actors on it, though. You'd have to have had some crossover, right?
Oh, maybe. Like maybe one episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's an inner sigh whenever you see the two of them, right?
I know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is another inner sigh, but a different kind of inner sigh.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they have an adult baby. Have you noticed that?
Well, didn't you have a hard time feeding your brother, Troy?
He was able to feed himself for the most part.
Ooh.
I heard that too. Hit him again, hard.
Well, does he though? Does he really have an obligation here?
He's the one who got her into that. She could have just left him in a rehab home, and he's like, "No, you need to bring him home because you'll get money." Another one of his schemes.
Ultimately, though, it's her responsibility, and she's the one that made the decision. Yes, he gave her advice, but when you take advice, you are still responsible for it.
Also, you could have just gone to the police and been honest about what was happening.
True.
That's it. It's the police. They're more important than some high school kid you're seeing, which I assume she's still high school age as well, but still, it's like...
I got the impression that she was at least a year ahead of them.
Maybe 18 or 9, maybe 19 where he's 18, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Uh-oh.
You need all the money on my savings account. That's $12.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a big shiner under those glasses?
No spoilers.
Okay, yeah, no spoilers, because I'm feeling like I've heard this story before, and I don't even remember this from the original.
It is very, very tropey, yes.
Didn't he fix the car? Can he just get out of there now?
He should. He should run from there. Run screaming. Oh, yeah, no, Dean Stockwell was not in Twin Peaks.
No.
I feel like he could have been.
He totally could have been.
No, you know what it was?
Yeah.
Dean Stockwell, was he in Blue Velvet?
Yes.
Yes, that's
yes,
what you're
yes,
thinking
he
of.
was.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, those glasses look like the kind of glasses they would have worn in that show V. You know,
Yeah.
the aliens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Right.
You like this rendition of Laura's theme?
Oh, yeah.
It actually makes sense when he's saying it like this, right? Why
Right.
he got out of there. Yeah.
Exactly.
And this is usually where he would have to go on a respite and maybe collect himself, but he ended up in the wrong place. That's the problem.
Yes, very much so.
Like he needs to be like at a Shaolin temple or something. I don't know, like, or even like a
Yeah, a monastery. Yeah.
yeah, something along those lines, or even just like maybe be with hang out in a park or something in like a national park, and I don't know, something, not this. Uh-oh.
See?
I told you.
I like that, Curtis. So I tell a beautiful woman about a murder. I know she'll kiss me.
You know what? Uh-oh.
Meanwhile,
Oh, Lord.
I think he's playing hard to get.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say.
She used to say your nose sounded an awful lot like yes to me. This is
Yeah.
You just said no.
whoa.
this is not appropriate.
No, yeah. Bad touching, bad touching.
Oh gosh, the
You did.
backbone.
On the other hand,
Curtis, you should stop sending mixed messages. I need to take notes from this show. Yeah.
well,
Of course, she
thank
missed
God,
all that.
sanity.
Well, she missed all that, of course, right? Uh-oh. It's an interesting shot, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, between the machines.
Yeah. It's her keeping a distance from him, keeping something between them.
I bet the scrambled eggs there are pretty good.
Probably.
I like mine sunny side up, though.
I do too if the eggs are really fresh.
Yeah.
It's not like she could tell him I'm being blackmailed and this is how and why. Outlaw Josie Maid, yeah. If you are referring to Nadine, no, she's not evil. She is. She's having some memory problems. She has regressed and believes herself to still be in high school. It's a dissociative circumstance.
So she thinks she's his age. So I'll say that.
Exactly. Yeah. Of course, I question how much of that is an actual dissociative thing or her just putting it on because she really is just trying to distance herself from the whole situation with her husband and whatnot. I mean, let's face it, she tried to take herself out to remove herself from,
So here's a better thing of the falls where there's all the water.
Oh my God. And you're like, even after I've seen this and I know what's going on, it's like I still don't really understand what her role was.
What's wrong? What, you can't tell? See, did Ben Hur ever strike you as a Civil War buff, though, before this?
Not before this, no.
Yes, I mean, it's just...
That room is a mess.
Yeah, he's gone full Richard Dreyfuss Devil's Tower here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm getting that impression, yeah.
I'm trying to read what's on the box there. Does it say potato chips?
Potato plastic something? Parts. I don't know. Hold on. I'm half blind. Hold on. Plastic. Hold on. Yeah. No. Later. Mm.
What happened to her mother?
This is a really good piano solo for the theme. Okay, but there's got to be a practical conversation here. Is anyone, Evelyn's asking if anyone's having a choppy video. I'm actually getting a pretty smooth stream here.
Mine's fine.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, he's afraid he's going to die. Yeah.
Can't tell if he's telling the truth or not with that story.
I don't either.
He's a con man. Probably not. I don't think he knows what the truth is. Seriously, my ex was a pathological liar. He did not know the truth.
Yeah.
Is he wearing a cross? Or is that part of the kit?
I think it's a cross.
Oh, my goodness.
The truth is out there, yes.
He is wearing a cross, but it looks like they attached something to the
Right.
chain.
Deputized.
Number 13.
Yep. I wonder if that was intentional. His badge number is 13. It's episode 13.
Maybe. I finished off all my good and plenty.
That's not a question.
Yet he was still doing feminine
Yeah.
accents with his hands.
He looks actually way different than Mulder, I'll say that. This version of this
Yeah.
character he's playing. Even when he cleans himself up.
Yeah, this particular story element, I'm not
I like
so
it.
fired up about.
This could have been a spin-off series.
Oh, God.
Well, considering the fact that they're pretty much breaking and entering, and Andy's a cop.
Andy heard a noise. Someone was calling for help. He had to go in.
Did you hear that baby crying?
What?
I smell gas.
Yes.
Okay, Nikki's the first name, dumbass.
Read it. They have a point. Read it in the car.
Hey there, Sporking News Podcast. Good channel. Make sure you're subscribed.
Indeed.
Uh-oh.
He's not for adoption. He's dead.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was David Duchovny.
At this point, if I was Andy, I'd say, I'll meet you at the car.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
Yes, thank you. Do you think she saw us?
I was gonna say you should have been talking already. I'm guessing you were doing something other than talking.
Oh.
Different the left, Dad. The left. The left.
Oh,
Oh, snap.
Oh, he's dead.
Bam.
this is why we watch the show.
He's like, oh crap.
I'm expecting her to lift him up into the
I
ceiling.
mean, he's kind of lucky she didn't like break bone,
I was waiting for her to throw him across the room.
right? Oh,
Oh,
the tchotchkes.
Well,
Mother's got a cab or thingy like that in her house.
is she back to her old
Wow.
self now?
Hey.
I don't know.
Look at the falls.
The C. Thomas Howell. Oh, right. Wrong movie.
Yeah, right.
He's nuts.
Yeah, it kind of sucked.
You should say he's not my president.
Right.
Just-
You go talk to President Lincoln. Find out how he liked the play. A condo in Flip City.
And of course, please subscribe to Flip City.
Right.
Okay, so I think I figured out his whole Ben Horn's psychosis thing going on here. I think that
Okay.
he's obsessed with if only I could do things differently, and I've done things differently, and now it's manifesting. If the
Yeah,
South could have done
yeah.
things, I could have win the Civil
It's
War.
clearly him coping with his reversal of fortunes.
I like those lanterns.
Well, let's put it this way. Ordinarily, the both of you would be run through by now, and the town
Yeah.
would be on fire. But
Right.
that hasn't happened. So here we are.
Well,
But
just a
that
little
doesn't mean
bit.
he doesn't like you.
Right. Just business.
I like how he's using the candles as campfires,
Yeah.
even though they're a little big.
Right.
Oh, God, Catherine.
Yeah, I don't.
I almost feel like, is she trying to get something else over on him now?
The hotel, maybe?
That's probably.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
It's the only thing he has left.
Oh my goodness.
This is helping. Meanwhile,
It's a beautiful car.
It is.
Rolls Royce?
I actually don't know.
Okay, all you guys that know about cars, what kind of car is that?
Is it a Rolls?
this is how Corey Chase videos get started.
You don't have to grease him so hard, girl.
JPRPH1 says, a Jag? Question mark.
Maybe.
I'm asking y'all, because guys usually know cars. I don't know cars. I mean, there are a couple cars I could tell by their shape, like, Volkswagen Bug. But I don't know cars. And I can't see the little symbol on the front to see if it gives a clue.
Job's done.
Now he's got champagne all over on the seats.
Well, a couple
maybe
drops.
just a little bit.
You guys are like outside.
Yep, very much so.
If it was cold enough for her to wear a coat, it's too cold for y'all to be sporting.
What time of year is this supposed to be taking place?
Pardon me?
What time? What month?
Well, the leaves are orange on the trees, so I'm saying maybe beginning of fall.
Maybe.
November, maybe? I don't know. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is that her brother?
Her brother, yeah. But that's all part of the plan, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hank's not going to make the meeting. He's probably unconscious somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
His shirt is smoking?
Yeah.
Because he was sweating so much, it caused a short circuit.
Champagne disappeared from the seat. Okay.
Actually, he put the 2 glasses on the seat. The champagne bottle she was still holding.
Oh.
And this is sort of payback too, because if you remember from the books, it was Dennis that got Cooper out of a similar situation.
True. Commercial break, by the way.
Like I said, you could tell from that silhouette she was not wearing clothes.
Oh,
Makes
this
you
poor
start feeling maybe a
misguided.
little bit guilty.
Yeah, I know, right? Ew.
Are you sure that's your brother?
Well, that's what she said. Who knows?
Episode number 13, and we keep hearing the word lucky, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
The cigarette smoking man planned all of this. Yeah.
No. This show has its own villains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Including this guy.
Yep.
Of course, surrender. He's right underneath the peace sign,
Yeah.
but his face is all beat up.
Yep. Well, relatively speaking.
Oh, the car, PY Boy 11 says it's type of K&T Sportster.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that too, lady. He does look a little bit like Shatner. Shatner and Bowie, huh? Okay.
Oh, it's Denise.
Yep.
That's some cherry pie.
It's Meals on Wheels.
He just ripped the
Yep.
gun out her garter. He definitely shot him.
Yep.
Coop, I would have shot him again. He was reaching.
I know, right?
Oh, Hawk got him. Because he shot at him, I guess he missed, so Hawk got him.
Oh.
No, Cooper got him.
Cooper shot at him, but Hawk just came up from behind him, so he must have pulled one of his moves because Renault came back into the room, kind of stumbled back in, and then fell dead.
Yeah.
Hey. Man.
Well, that takes care of the Renaults. Well, most of them. There's still a brother out there.
Well, the electric.
Yeah.
Something's not right.
Yeah.
That's a clown. What is that?
Yeah, where's Leo?
Does this really strike you as the kind of thing Bobby would be doing?
Well, he can be an a-hole.
Better eat that ice cream before it melts.
Good point.
Yeah, that lighter's going to give a whole bunch of light there, Coop.
If your eyes are accustomed to the dark, it doesn't take a lot of light to light up at least the immediate area.
You know whose eyes are accustomed to the dark?
Who?
Riddick.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Don't worry, y'all. More Riddick references to come. I'm sure. I'm kidding.
Sure.
I'm kidding.
I like how he said, you better take a look at this alone. I mean, there's something icky Lucy should not see.
Ooh.
Who's that?
Who? Indeed.
They don't know either.
Yep. Yep. Which would imply he's now in town.
Yep.
By the way, I did mention that I did spend time going over the chess moves as though it was a real game, and it's a mess. If anyone is really, really interested, I can share my notes with you, but
so not a Bobby Fischer game, huh?
There's continuity errors, and it's inconsistent, and I'm not 100% certain whether that's intentional or not.
That's what we call 4D chess.
Oh, yeah. Funny you should say that, because I just said I don't know if that's intentional or not. If it's intentional, then it could very well be literally 4D chest. But who shot JR?
The guy in the grassy knoll.
Yes. There you go. That's
do Dallas and Twin Peaks take place in the same universe?
I have to say no. In fact,
No.
I would argue that it's Dallas and Dynasty and all those kinds of shows that inspired Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is meant to be a kind of an answer to those.
Now, Curtis has asked this question in both chats now, and it's not ringing any bells with me personally, but maybe someone else will know. What was the TV show, detective show from the 80s? Detective kind of looked like Tom Selleck, but he drove something like a 1928 Mercedes. Anyone remember that? It's not ringing any bells with me immediately.
It's not Hunter, is it?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Well, let's see.
Detective show from the 80s.
It's not the Equalizer.
No, because he wasn't a detective either.
Drove. Mercedes. Okay, what comes up?
She's doing her Google foo.
Yes. Well, there's a Rockford Files, but he didn't drive a Mercedes. Simon is Simon. Mannix.
That was 70s, though, wasn't it, Mannix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's showing me like the top detective shows. Crime Story, Three Investigators.
There's a show called The Three Investigators?
Yeah.
Was it based on those Alfred Hitchcock?
Detective book series, published as the Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
And
Yes, I used to read those.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Everyone else read Hardy Boys. I read Three Investigators. I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, Heart to Heart, maybe?
No.
Oh.
He didn't look like Tom Selleck, though. Did he?
Well, he didn't have a mustache, but he was uber rich and drove expensive cars. Let's see. The other ones from the 80s is Simon and Simon. They were brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter.
No.
And then,
I don't know what kind of car.
Clues.
What kind of car did they have in Riptide?
Riptide? I don't know that show.
Yeah.
Riptide. What car was
let's see.
driven? A 1983 GMC S15 Jimmy.
And Mercedes-Benz is the favorite of fictional character Lupin III, appearing prominently throughout the first and second anime series.
Yes, that's when, and that was known as the favorite car of a certain German dictator. Later,
the car also appeared in the video game Forza Horizon 4 as a downloadable content. Okay, that doesn't help us with an 80s TV show, though. Man, this is a mystery that you... Man,
okay.
Lupin's trademark car became the Fiat later on after
the time-based detective cars. Let's see. That's a Mustang. That's a V8. That's an Esprit. I specifically asked for a Mercedes, and it's not giving me Mercedes. Now you guys going down a rabbit hole trying to find this.
I mean, it's a nice car. 28.
Inspector Morse drove a Jaguar. Search Kentucky, there was a Gran Torino. Magnum drove a Ferrari.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He did on the redo show as well.
My daughter, when she was little, was absolutely in love with Magnum. Every time she'd hear the music, whether it's a commercial or not, she'd run out to the living room where the TV was on, going, Magnum, Magnum, Magnum. And then she'd like put her nose up next to the screen and try to kiss him. She was 4.
Trying to figure out the name of the car he was trying to repair.
Miami Vice was a Daytona.
Mm-hmm. And then they moved on to the Testarossa after the Daytona got blown up.
Actually, it was a Lamborghini Countach, Countach, according to this article.
Mm.
That's a Saab. Ouch. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Why can't they just tell me Mercedes?
Maybe I'm having a Mandela effect. Yes, it was American. Okay. Don't know.
American show? Okay, American D. What American?
Maybe it's something we could think about and ponder and look into and maybe have an answer for next week.
Okay. I'm going to find out the car he was repairing. Hold on. A lot of cars on this show.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not finding anything about a Mercedes. Are you sure it was a Mercedes?
Yeah. How sure are you about that Mercedes?
Curtis, are you sure you're not thinking of Lassiter, that movie he was in? Because that took place in like the 20s or 30s or something.
There was a TV series called Mr. Mercedes, and he was a retired detective.
No. That was Brendan Gleeson.
Evelyn Marsh drives a classic Corvette, but that wasn't the car he was fixing.
Working on, yeah.
Darn it, it's not telling me which car it was. Sorry. I'm on this website, The Cars of Twin Peaks, and I can't find this.
And American Gigolo, Richard Gere's character drove a Mercedes-Benz.
How do these kids have these nice cars?
Makes
sense. She's rich. Her dad's rich. But I'm just
right. And you know, I mean, if you are married to someone who's wealthy or, you know.
You're lucky to have any cars at high school or let alone a fancy one. I mean, this is like.
True.
Yeah, the closest I'm coming to is Detective Bill Hodges, who was still haunted by the unsolved case of Mr. Mercedes, drove a stolen Mercedes through. Mr. Mercedes claimed 16 lives when he drove a stolen Mercedes through a line of job seekers at a job fair.
Well, you're close, Curtis, because Lee Horsley, who was Matt Houston, did kind of resemble Tom Selleck at the time. I'm going to go with Matt Houston on this one, guys. But he was,
okay.
He says, yes, it was Matt Houston. Okay, yeah. All right.
There you go.
All right, fair enough. Sparks Roadster. Okay.
That's a Mercedes?
Or maybe it was, he says I was wrong about the kind of car. Okay.
Well, but see, that's where we went wrong. That's where we went wrong. That's why I was lost. There we go.
I remember Matt Houston. It was a good show.
I remember it vaguely. I just can't put together that Matt Houston was the same guy in Sword and Sorcerer. I can't believe they're the same guys. And then he was in one of the North-South miniseries, but I don't remember which one. I think the second one. Then he's in Django Unchained for like 5 seconds, and then I don't remember ever seeing him in anything else.
So we got a lot of big cliffhangers at the end of this episode, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think James is. We all pretty much see where that's going, and it's nowhere good.
It's going to involve James. It's going to involve James bumping off an innocent man. I that's where I'm suspecting. I don't remember. I want to be clear. I'm not trying to spoil it because I don't remember that storyline.
Well,
It's
that
funny
is
'cause
the
yes.
that is the apparent intent.
Yes.
Yes. Whether he would actually do that, I don't know. But
Or get framed for bumping off an innocent man.
well, yeah. But
Okay.
I don't want to give anything away. You'll have to wait.
I don't
and see.
know though. Like I said, if it's there, if I'm guessing, unless it's part of my subconscious, I don't remember this whole James storyline with the seductress. All of this, I don't remember it. Okay, I remember the Wyndham Earl stuff vaguely. It's been a while since I watched this. Probably not since I was in my early 20s, but yeah.
And yeah. So we are still not clear on what's going on with Ben Horn. Definitely don't know what Catherine's up to. I'd like to believe that she doesn't just go all gushy for him, that she must have an ulterior motive.
It could just be a power trip. It could just be a power trip too.
That's true too. To see how messed up he is and make sure he stays that way.
Yeah.
And of course, Leo has regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was the big one for me.
It seems, yeah.
And he had almost a clown look on his face. It's like,
Yep.
Ah, Shelley. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Shelley is trouble.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the episode.
Indeed. All right. So we will, of course, be returning next week.
But not with Twin Peaks: The Return. We're not there yet. Sorry.
Not yet.
Not yet. She said returning.
I see what you did there.
Yes.
All right. Well, I would like to thank everyone who joined us on Twitter and Boomer. I believe that's your channel.
What? Correct? Oh, yes. I was doing a dual stream. Yes.
Right on.
Cool,
all right.
Cool.
Well, I don't know if we had anybody different in your chat over the course of the show. I might have missed them. I'm sorry if I did.
Lady V stopped by, but I'm sure she was in your chat as well.
I said hello.
Okay.
Like I said, I do encourage my
I just
channel.
I got to tell you, I was about to say something until I realized how it would have been misinterpreted. I was going to say Lady V gets around. I didn't mean anything bad by that. I did not mean that the way it sounds.
He did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy.
We are going to have to do a watch of that one of these days. Only because I've never seen it.
I've seen it once.
And you don't want to see it again, right?
We have ways of making you talk. We will put you front and center, Mr. Boomer, and we will force you to watch that great masterpiece that is The Room. You will witness the power of the Wiseau.
It was very avant-garde.
The movie about the making of it, I thought, was more interesting. I think James Franco played him.
It is an interesting story. Especially how many times they actually had to do the rooftop scene before they got to that take.
Oh my gosh.
Line? What is line? I can't hear you in here. You have to say it louder.
Oh man. do you want to shoot an HD or 35 millimeter film? Both. Well, no, you can't shoot both. The lighting itself is designed for one or the other. No, both at the same time. The
Yeah.
Room.
Okay.
Is it the worst movie I've ever seen, though? I don't think I'll go that far.
No.
I think Spookies might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
Is it worse than Ouija Shark?
I have not seen Ouija Shark. Actually, no, the original Casino Royale, the one from the 60s, I hate that movie with a passion.
You have a personal grudge against it. It's not a bad movie.
It's terrible, but other than that, it's fine.
It may be a bad Bond film, but
it's a bad movie, period. It's not even, I'm not even saying this as a Bond fan. I'm just, I heard stories about what was going on behind the scenes on that movie. And apparently Orson Welles and, who was the guy married to Britt Eklund? The obnoxious guy in it.
I don't know, but he was a lucky guy.
Who's married to her in real life?
Yeah.
Alexa, who's married to Britt Eklund?
Britt Eklund is currently not married. She has been married twice, to Peter Sellers
Yes.
from
Peter Sellers.
1964 to 1968, and to Slim Jim Phantom.
What?
Okay.
What is that? He's the inventor of the Slim Jim, obviously.
Of course. He named it after himself.
I'm sorry, but I can never marry a guy or even date a guy who goes by a weird nickname.
That might be his given name. Maybe his parents said, let's call him Slim Jim.
Southern.
Slim Jim, Peppermint Patty, name everybody after snack foods. Come here, Doritos.
I'm sorry.
TV at my office once. Her name was Princess.
Princess, I remember that one.
She's a poodle.
Princess.
Slim Jim Phantom. His father was transparent.
Wow.
Sorry.
Context bothering you, sweetie?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go take him out.
Okay.
Go ahead, Netter. I'm sorry.
No, she was just because I was having some eye problems here.
Okay.
But we're wrapping up anyway. So.
I thought you were about to say you had to take out your eyes.
Yeah, well, sort of.
That's what we call it.
Soak them in some salt water and put them back in an hour later.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Right. In the meantime, Boomer Tim has a question for you in the chat here.
Yes, go ahead. What is it? What's the
question? Have you seen Casino Royale from 1954?
I've seen that one. I'm sorry. Wait, yes, I have seen that one. That was the made-for-TV teleplay that had an American playing James Bond.
Yes.
Which I don't care if an American plays James Bond. You better put on a British accent. I don't count that one either.
It was Kevin Costner's father, wasn't it?
Don't get me started on Prince of Thieves. That's a whole nother can of worms. Oh, man.
The thing about it is, though, it really did establish a lot of the tropes that have followed Robin Hood since then.
No, the whole thing with him having a Saracen companion started with Robin of Sherwood. Prince of Thieves then started using it. That was the thing where they would add a Saracen, like someone from a Muslim from the Holy Land, as part of Robin's troop. That started with Robin of Sherwood, continued with Prince of Thieves, and then you've seen in other editions of Robin Hood where. Yeah,
but let's face it, that movie kind of popularized it because nobody in America knew about the series.
The few of us who were subscribed to Showtime did. Well, you HBO people.
Actually, he's right. We did subscribe to HBO.
We were a Showtime household, so
we had all the HBO because we had to get Fraggle Rock for my brother.
Oh, I wanted to watch Fraggle Rock so badly when I was
Fraggle
a kid.
Rock
I was
is
upset
it is classic stuff.
I've never seen it, and I always wanted to, and I was like, it's on HBO, and I was like, you can't have everything.
True.
It says, has anyone seen The Secret Life of Ian Fleming? Was that the one with Dominic Cooper?
I should watch that. I'm kind of curious. I watched Operation Mincemeat. That was a Netflix movie that had Ian Fleming as a character.
That was a film, wasn't it?
Operation Mincemeat. I think it's based on something that was actually
The Secret Life of Ian Fleming.
Yeah,
that wasn't a series, right? That was a movie.
I have not seen it.
It's what I think it is. I think I did see that.
What about Adventures of Robin Hood
Yeah,
from 38?
it was a
I think I
movie
could do it.
from 1990. Yes, I did see it. I remember really enjoying it, but I don't. It was called it was called Spy Maker: The Secret Life of Ian Fleming. I worked at a
that's a
video
different one then.
store, and I was able to get a pre-screener of it, and I really enjoyed it. But I did not recommend the shop get a bunch of copies of it because I knew it was going to be fairly niche.
Was that the Jason Connery one? Spy Maker?
Who was in it? It was yes, you're right. Jason Connery.
Yeah. Okay,
David Warner was in it.
Jason Connery was also on Robin of Sherwood.
Yes, he was.
There you go.
To bring it back, he was the second Robin Hood. Yes,
Mhm.
I'm not to spoil too much of the show, but yeah, Robert of Huntington.
All righty.
As a matter of fact, Spy Maker: The Secret Life of Ian Fleming is available on YouTube. A channel called Kang King Kang. That's KANGKINKANG. The whole movie, 1 hour 32 minutes. You know what? I'll just drop the link because why not?
Okay.
Because I have the power. There you go. You want to check out Spy Hunter? Check it out. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
That's all I got.
The old Turner Pictures logo.
Yeah, right?
I'm watching the movie now.
When they actually
hold
had,
on. No,
well,
no,
maybe you should end your stream before you go on to another movie.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, folks. All right, I did want to look that up. All right. Okay, Nate has something interesting here. He says, I'm back. My nephew just called me. I'm a great uncle now. He just had his son. Congratulations, Nate.
Congratulations.
Up until now, you were just a pretty good uncle, right?
Neil Connery played the brother of James Bond in Operation Kid Brother, as seen in MST3K. Yes.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And to add a movie to the bad movie pantheon, Castle of Fu Manchu with Christopher Lee as Fu Manchu.
I've seen clips of that. Yeah.
That bad. I actually had. I think I recorded them off a TCM, but I never got around to watching those. It was like a trilogy. I think he did for that. Oh.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up before we fall down any more rabbit holes. We could be here all night.
Right.
Which
I want to find out more about
I
Slim
don't
Jim.
mind, but yeah, we never found out about Slim Jim. All right.
Next week, I'll have some information on him next week. Okay.
Okay. Joining us in the chat tonight was Connie Cleary. Spicy Peach, who I suspect might be someone else in the chat. Moving on.
Yes.
JPRPH1, Big Al Presents, FK8C 2005, who's also sometimes known as Tim. Evelyn Hampton, Geek Flag with Nate Knows, 1973. Dee Myers Jr., Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank, Curtis Selby, who led us down this rabbit hole, and he will be disciplined about the Head and Shoulders. And, of course, Lady V and Sparky News Podcast stopped by to say hello. So, all right. Tim said, my friend got to interview Mr.
Hi, sweetie.
And hello, Playing Down Under, joining us right at the end. All right. All right. So one last time around the horn. Boomer, what do you have coming up?
Oh, well, on Friday I'll be on with Troy for Last Call with Troy Pacelli, where we will probably be taking a page out of your book from your unscripted episode on Sunday. We're going to be talking a bit about a certain George whose name ends with Lucas and his recent comments. I don't know if Troy still wants to do that topic. Like
yeah.
I know we're probably all getting burned out on.
No, I think
trying
we
to
need
save
some
something that-
catharsis.
yeah. Gotcha. And then Sunday, join us for Geeky Geezers after deleted scenes is let's see, unscripted episode, which I'll be doing on Sunday, and then at 9 Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Geeky Geezers, where we're going to be talking about more stuff. Not quite sure what that is yet, though. I'm sure.
Still some fallout from the whole so-called Gamersgate 2, of course.
Yes, well, it's just, it doesn't end, but I'll try to make sure we have some fun stuff to talk about, too. Hopefully
we may talk a little bit about Ghostbusters as well. There is some other gaming news, and who knows? Maybe we'll talk about Simon and Garfunkel and Baby Got Back.
No, I just sent that for you, dude. But we can talk about it. But this was the whole AI thing. This is the whole AI thing. How you're saying, isn't that disturbing? You have Simon and Garfunkel singing "Baby Got Back." I guess that was the
really
a lot, right?
That just made me shudder.
It's disturbing. It sounds just like him too, doesn't it?
It does. It really, really does. But at the same time, I've said this many, many times. Netter put me onto this artist by the name of Jonathan Colton, who did a rendition of "Baby Got Back" as a kind of a love ballad, and it's hysterical. Yeah. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face. Yeah, I think you get the idea.
have you seen the AI version of Jim Morrison doing Prodigy's Firestarter?
No, I have not.
I actually like it.
I did see. Someone did Frank Sinatra doing. Oh gosh, I can't even remember what song it was. Did not like because there were parts where I'm like, okay, that really does sound like Frank Sinatra. Oh, that does not sound like Frank Sinatra. You know what I mean? That kind of a thing.
Yeah, it sounds like Frank Sinatra, and then it sounds like Jerry Lewis. It just
maybe not that bad, but I think it drifted into like Michael Bublé for a little bit there. But anyway, yeah. So there you go.
I do want to say hello to Maria with T and Telly.
Oh, hey, Maria.
Hello, sweetie.
Hello.
All right. Let's see who's next.
Bring us to a close, right?
Okay, so for me, Thursday things, I will have special guest Tom Connors.
Midnight
Edge.
Yes.
After Dark, Midnight's Edge, Mead
Radio. Yep.
And we'll be watching a special. We'll have a special viewing of
the Spice Diver edition of Dune. So that's going to be a long one. It's going to be a 3-hour one. Hopefully you can stick with us. Get through Thursday. It is worth it from what I hear. Never actually watched the Spice Diver edition, although I do have a copy of it on DVD. We will watch it together on Thursday night.
I have seen it. And for those of you who have not, you are in for a treat. A 3-hour tour. Yes, it is near 3 hours, but it breezes by pretty quickly. So, and hello, Thade.
Yep. Welcome, Thade.
Right.
And then Saturday.
Netters Network's Retro Cinema.
We will be having It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown, with, because Troy wants to show another Rican and Bass one, some other Eastery regular
Yeah,
match
probably.
Because otherwise, it's going to be super.
Otherwise,
short.
Yeah, it would be like a half-hour show, which is. So I may have to make her up a new thumbnail for that viewing.
So it's going to be all Easter all the time.
It'll be an Easter weekend, yes.
All right, Troy.
Yeah, I just have that. Well, I have two. Some of you guys came in later, so you didn't hear. I do have a review coming up for a Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, but I was having some software issues, so unfortunately the footage that I had filmed cannot be used. So I'm going to have to redo that. Hopefully I can get that up tomorrow. And then Friday, of course, as Boomer mentioned, we'll be kind of having a bit of catharsis about the whole Disney
Lucas
board thing and George Lucas and some Star Wars, and we'll be talking about some of that. And then all those others that everybody mentioned, I'll probably be in the background of all of those as well. So there you go.
All right. Well, that gets us on over to myself, and I guess the simple way to say it there is, what show am I not on?
Right. Is there a day you're not actually doing a video or a stream?
No.
Yeah, see?
All right. Up on my channel, I do have both non-spoiler and spoiler reviews up for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Check out my most recent episode of Unscripted, where I put in my 2 cents over the whole George Lucas Disney board situation. Catch my Other Side of Midnight interview with Sin's Corner, especially if you like listening to two movie geeks ramble on for near 2.5 hours. Catch up on our review of the giant spider movie Sting, which is going to go into a wide release April 12th. Check out my 2-year 2K monetization celebration stream from earlier this evening. Let's see, that gets us to Thursday. I'm going to be joining Jedi Bill for Action Theater Thursday at 4:30, and we are going to be watching 3,000 Miles to Graceland with Kurt Russell and Kevin Costner. There is, of course, my weekend update, where I let everybody know what is going on with my channel for the week. And hello to Inspiration TV. Let's see. Did a couple of other people join us here, I guess?
Yes. Hello.
Okay.
Slade also joined.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I did catch him. Okay. All right. And then what was I? The weekend update, which is going to be 2.5 hours earlier, so I can make room for Dune and Thursday things. So that will be at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. instead of the normal 11:30. Let's see. And then Sunday will be Western Cinema Presents Jedi Bill and myself, and we are going to be watching Broken Trail with Robert Duvall and Thomas Hayden Church, Emmy-winning Western film. So
nice,
yeah. And I'm debating not going on with Unscripted and The Other Side of Midnight this week because it is Easter. So I just might take the day. But
take the day off. You've earned it. I mean,
that's for sure.
I mean, I'm still going to be on. I have Western Cinema Sunday, and it's going to be Again, a lengthy one because it's a 3-hour film, but yeah, but very good. So yeah, that's going to be that's my weekend review.
Yep.
Cool.
Alrighty. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So, Netter, your last words.
Well, of course, I want to remind everyone to make sure that you are subbed to every member of the panel, as well as every member of the chat. And if you think you're subbed, go back and double check, because YouTube sucks. And I like to take those away. And I did subscribe to a few of you tonight that I hadn't before. So, hey, I'd appreciate a sub back if you're not already subbed. And with that said, we can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it is so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat and you're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And now we finally know what kind of car that was. And, it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company and having a great time. And you guys, you're not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys, and we appreciate you so very much. You can be anywhere right now, and you chose to be here with us. That's so encouraging. I love seeing you guys every week, talking to us, talking to other members of the chat, just lifting everybody up. It's so great to see. So thank you for being here. Thank you for encouraging us. Have a great rest of your week until the next time we meet, and we will definitely see you next time. Good night, and God bless.
All right. And as I always say, thank you all for joining us. We will be returning next week, same bat time, same bat channel. I'd like to thank everybody who joined us on Boomer's channel, everyone who was following along on Twitter. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. And everyone who was lurking in the background, which is perfectly fine. You do not have to engage with the chat, just as long as you hit the like, share out the stream, and if you're new to any of our channels, please feel free to subscribe. From HQ, take care, good night, stay strong, because this is how we win. Yes, you can start the music now. I can? Yes. You're giving me permission? Yeah, I'm giving you permission. You can start the music now. It's okay. You can end the show. I can end the show? Yes, I'm giving you permission to end the show. Really? Yeah. Oh. That's kind of you. I know. You want a cookie? Oh, thank you.
Right. Hurry up before Pickett's charge.
Good night, folks.
Good night.
I'm staying. I'm never leaving. I'm still in Twin Peaks. I never left. Come on, I need to solve this. It's been 30 years. Good night, folks.